Hey Journey family, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for watching. If you love crafting just as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications every time I come out with new DIYs. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this tree and this farmhouse style two-tiered tray. So let's get started. To start, what you're going to need are 2 trees from Dollar Tree, 1 bucket. I picked this up from Target. Then you'll need some garland ties from the Dollar Tree to make the tree look more full. So you'll remove all of the contents from the box. You're going to only need 1 set of those legs for the base. Then what you're going to do to stack the trees is cut the bottom of one, first removing the bottom stand. And I used wire cutters and it came right off with some wiggling. Then you're just going to cut the rest of the string and use those wire cutters to open that hole. So all I did was squeeze quite firmly to expose a hole in that tree. Then for the second tree, you're going to leave the base down because that will be the bottom. And you're going to cut the second one at the top. Make sure you expose the top where the bulky part is, and you're going to cut right underneath that. So for the bottom one, you're going to cut above it, and the top one, you're going to cut underneath it. And doing the same thing using my wire cutters, wiggling it a little bit, it came right off. Now I'm going to squeeze that and make a hole for my stick to go in. Now that I have those two done, I'm going to use these wooden dowels from the Dollar Tree. I forgot to go pick up the ones from Walmart that are longer, but this one worked just fine. So all I did was put the wooden dowel inside of the bottom one, then pushed it in the top one. It was pretty firm, it stuck pretty well, and it did not move at all. So if you're able to go to Walmart and get the long one, then I would probably recommend doing that. The next thing you're going to do is just open up the tree. I know everyone says these Dollar Tree Christmas trees look pretty sad, so they definitely do. So definitely add some of those garland ties to it once you open it up. What I'm going to do next is take the silver bucket that I have, remove that ribbon piece. I'm then going to add some rope to it, some nautical rope that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and all I'm going to do is hot glue it down to the top and the bottom of that bucket. My tree is going to go in here, and I wanted to make it look a little bit more farmhouse style. So then all I'm going to do is glue it completely around on the top and the bottom, just wrapping it tightly around so that it sticks and stays, but I'm also just gluing it down piece by piece, not all in one piece, but small sections at a time to make sure that it goes around evenly and it stays. Once that's complete, I'm going to go ahead and add some snow to it. I got this from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just going to rip it in half and just put a small piece inside of that bucket when I put my tree on top as well. And all I'm doing is just kind of stuffing it in there, but I'm also going to pull it at the top so it doesn't have a perfect kind of circular line and just make it look like it's coming out. Then I'm going to place my tree inside. I actually ended up putting more snow in there because the tree kept falling to the side. I didn't want to glue the tree down in there, so that's why I decided just to go ahead and put some more snow in there and then pull some out from the bottom so that way it's sticking out from that bucket under the tree. Once that's completed, you can see my tree is leaning. So this is at the point where I off camera put a little bit more snow in there to make sure that it stood upright. And then I'm just putting those garland ties on there to make the tree look a little bit more full. As you can see there in the middle, there is the part where that first tree ends at the top. So what I did was put a little bit more garland there to make it look more full, but also at the bottom of the top tree where there's longer, where there are longer stems, I bent some of those in half to make them look shorter. So I just really played around with this a lot to make it look proportional, and you would probably have to do the same. To decorate these, I'm using Dollar Tree products, but I also picked up these from Hobby Lobby. They were on sale, 50% off. They were $1.99, so I got them for 99 cents. And I'm just randomly placing them. I started putting them all around, but when I realized I didn't have that many items to put inside of the tree, I took them all out and decided just to do the front part, since that would be the only part showing in the area that I placed it in my house. And I really love how it turned out. And there's the final look of that farmhouse style Christmas tree. I ended up adding some fairy lights to it because, like I said before, fairy lights make everything look that much better. So I just added one set that I had and put it on there. And there is that finished tree, and I absolutely love it. I think it looks so pretty. Next up is this farmhouse two-tiered tray. So the first things you'll need are 2 pie pans from the Dollar Tree. Then you're also going to need these candle holders from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need 2 and some nautical rope. First thing you're going to do is take that nautical rope and glue it down to the bottom of both pie pans. I did these also in pieces, not in one fell swoop, because I wanted to make sure that it stayed and it was straight, because the nautical rope is so bendy. Because it's formed like that when you buy it, you want to make sure that it stays straight. And I had to do, I believe, 6 rows of this rope around the bottom of it to make it have that farmhouse look that I wanted. When you get to the end of one row, you're just going to measure out that there's enough rope to glue at the end, and you're just going to cut that and then glue that small piece at the end. And what I did is I started my next row at that point, so all of those would end and begin at the same point, and it doesn't look lopsided at all. If you're still with me, please consider subscribing. Also, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button because it'll really help my channel out a lot. Once you're done with all of those rows, you're just going to finish up by gluing that last piece on there, and you'll do both trays exactly like this. And there you have both of those completed trays. And I love the way they came out. The next thing you'll do is take these candle holders from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint them white. I'm using this Waverly chalk paint that I got from Walmart, and I'm actually just going to go ahead and do 2 coats of this. And I'm using a foam brush because foam brushes to me don't leave a lot of streaks, and I like that the way that they come out. After I let both coats dry, I'm then going to glue them on into my pie pans. And I'm using E6000 and hot glue because I want to make sure that it sticks and stays. For the first candle holder, I am going to glue that on the bottom and then place it on the inside of that first pan. Then I'm going to put E6000 and glue on the top of that first candle holder. Then I'm going to place that second candle holder on top, making sure the grooves line up correctly. Then I'm going to place E6000 and glue on the bottom, which is now the top of that second candle holder, and then place that second tray on top, trying to get everything as center as possible and making sure I press down slightly firmly. I know that's an oxymoron, slightly firmly. But that's kind of what you want to do to make sure that it stays and doesn't move. And there you have that finished 2-tiered tray. Off camera, I put on a reindeer that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then I picked up all of these items from the Dollar Tree. I love that joy sign with those candy canes and then these berries, pine cones, and greenery. I'm just putting everything in there until I like the way that it looks. Again, you can put anything you want in here. After this season is up, I'm going to take off that reindeer and do something else with this. But this is so versatile and you can use it with any season. I love it. It looks so good and it looks so pretty in my kitchen. Alright guys, there you have those 2 crafts. Thanks again so much for watching, and then again, if you do enjoy crafting as much as I do, give me a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Until next time, Journeyers, thanks so much. Bye!